Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is another installment into the travelogue series. Hopefully, it isn't as scuffed as the last one. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. The last one, I think the volume of the voice and music was kind of equal, or I don't know. Maybe the music was a little too loud. I tried to try to lower the volume of the music this time so it isn't as loud. And then I also put the mic closer to me. I'm probably gonna need to buy a monitor arm. I kind of didn't want to buy a monitor arm just because it was kind of expensive, but I think there might be no choice. I'll probably wait until Black Friday or something. Hopefully there's like the one I'm looking at is on sale. If not, I'll probably buy a cheap one, who knows. But anyways, yeah. And I'm showcasing my Rabbit and Steel plushie. It's gonna say, not totally unrelated, because there is a story. So I ordered this plushie quite a while back, and it shipped like last year, and it shipped around the same time when my first Japan trip was, and I was a little worried if it was gonna arrive during, like, when I wasn't here on my trip. But luckily it came a day before I left. So I'm just like, oh cool, I don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry where my package is going. Don't need to ask someone to pick it up for me, like that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, that was fortunate. Very cute. It's a little frayed here, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. Let me get the rabbit ears in shot. Alright. What else is there? Oh yeah, and I have notes this time. I was hoping it would help me organize my thoughts, but speaking is still so hard. There's just so many things I want to say. Like, I probably had like 10 retakes before this or something, just because I either pause or didn't like something. But I'll try not to do that. Try to speak more naturally. Okay, so let's get to the first topic. Why I like to travel. So 2 years ago, I didn't even have a passport. Like around 2 years ago this date, or around this date. And you know, I if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have given you the answer. Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know where to travel to. I don't know what to do when we're traveling. There really wasn't a main motivator for me to travel. And like, even like before then, like nobody really asked me to go anywhere with them. So like most of the people I knew weren't traveling either. So there just weren't like opportunities, you know. But now it's just like now it's like very different. Like there's actually more opportunities came up, more events came up, and then I just, you know, traveling is an interesting hobby. I think when you travel, it's just like there's so many things you can learn or improve on. Like for instance, when I was traveling to Singapore, so I usually carry a duffel bag, and one of the duffel bag's straps kept digging into my shoulder, and I'm just like, it's like, what? It's like, I should probably get something to fix this, right? And then eventually, I got like some strap cushion for it, and I'm just like, man, this is such a game changer. It like feels a lot better. And then there's also the oh shit, showing you guys her bum. And then what else is there? I also got like some I say work gloves because they're like more for like you're doing like manual labor work, but sometimes I like carry my duffel bag and the strap like digs into my hand, right? I'm just like, it's gotta be something for this too, right? So yeah, I got some gloves in case like I want to switch up how I carry it, and it no longer digs into me. So those are like small adjustments, but like very, very quality of life things. And especially the this one's a funny one. I used to have I had like a very old phone model. It was like a 2016 Huawei or something, and like I was still using it in like 2024. No, sorry, 2023. And then I'm just like, probably get like a new phone, right? No, wait, when did I get it? No, I was still using it in 2024, now that I think about it. Yeah, I was still using it in 2024. I only recently got a new phone. I think the main motivator to get a new phone was just the eSIM. My old phone had no eSIM compatibility because it was just too old for that feature. And eSIM just makes your life so much easier. Before I didn't have one, before I like have one, like meaning a phone that wasn't compatible, I was just using my roaming plan, and my god, that was expensive. And if I wasn't roaming, I was like asking, I was either trying to get hook up to a Wi-Fi or like ask my friend for a hotspot or whatever. But yeah, just very like the phone was the game changer too, right? Very, very necessary upgrade if you want to travel. Just too many convenience options. Okay. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and not only do you like when you travel, right? Like for me at least, I have like a list of stuff to do. But this is me when I'm traveling by myself. When I'm traveling with other people, I'm pretty flexible. Like I don't really care what I do as long as I have good company. Honestly, it's kind of like a weird. How do you say this? Like, I don't know why I thought the two wolves things, but it's not really two wolves, but it's like two sides of me, right? If I'm solo traveling, then I'm like a completely different person, right? But if I'm traveling with friends or like good company or whatever, then I'm like very lenient or just like, you know, like I don't really care what I do. Like for example, I wouldn't go to like famous tourist spots, right? If I was by myself, because it's crowded and I'm not fully invested into it. And I'm by myself, so it's just like I don't know how long I have to wait for things, right? So that kind of sucks. But if I was with someone else and they really want to go there, then yeah, their enthusiasm is like their enthusiasm kind of like motivates me to be with them to go there. So, anyways, that was kind of like a tangent. But how normally I treat my travel plans is just like I try to do as many things as I want to do. I don't really stress myself to hit all the checklists. It's kind of like I have like a bucket I can pull from, right? And then there's like sorry, had some gas. I had yeah, so there's like some stuff I absolutely want to do, or when I travel, but then it's just like, and then there are things that are just like, oh, it'd be nice to do, but not really necessary. But the yeah, so I try to hit all my checklists. I try to make the travel as convenient as possible for me. That's a big thing. And I notice how people always cram like a lot of things into their like itinerary just because, I don't know, it's like they want to be efficient with their money, or just like they think they'll never come back there or somewhere or something. But for me, like there's like advice I've seen online, which is basically, you know, if you're gonna plan your itinerary, don't plan like a super jam-packed, heavy, it'll stress you out kind of itinerary. Because like I always plan like you know, like they say you should always plan like you'll come back to the place, right? Like I just don't like to be stressed about like things that you don't have to be stressed about. Like even for my Japan trip that I'm gonna talk about, I missed doing a few things, but not gonna be the last time I come to Japan, so I can do them next time. But yeah, anyways, that's what I just wanted to get to. And then how I treat most of my trips is just like, funny enough, I was thinking, I was trying to compare it like to a game run because, you know, sometimes when you play a game, you want to play as perfectly as possible, right? It's kind of the thing with my trip, right? Sometimes I go to the trip, I want it to be, it doesn't need to be perfect, but you know, you want the trip to go as well as possible, right? Because you know, you hear like horror stories of what can happen on a trip, and then I try to mitigate most of it. So far, nothing's really popped up on my trip that like ruined the trip for me. Is what I'm trying to say, right? Which I'm fortunate for. I'm very fortunate for. So yeah, just like, and like every trip I go to improves, right? Because just like I have the experience from last trip to make it better. So I guess that's why traveling's become a hobby for me. Someone that really didn't have a good opinion about traveling before they actually did it before. So yeah. Alright. Hopefully I got through everything I wanted to say through that topic. Let's see. You know, sometimes you write a note and you're just like, shit, what did I want to talk about in this note? Just looking at it like, yeah, I don't know. I'm confused about one of the notes I wrote. And I'm just like, did I discuss this? Maybe I didn't. Who knows? Alright, we should move on. Oh yeah. The people that know me know that I have a pretty weird sleeping schedule that I've been working on to fix on. Not fix. That I'm working to fix. The I think it's mostly fixed. I've been sleeping normally for the past month, so that's good, at least. But the when I'm not, I'm like up at like weird times, like the middle of the night times. And then but whenever I'm in Japan, I sleep like super well. Like I sleep like a normal person. Like I go to bed early at like 9 or 10, and I wake up at like 5 or something. And if I wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, I'm like able to fall back asleep. Like very healthy sleep schedule. And yeah, I was when I was in Japan, I was just joking about it to some of my friends. I'm like, oh my god, I'm sleeping properly. I'm in the right time zone. And it's just like, it's like, well, yeah, I'm always awake at this time in North America. And then I'm sleeping at weird times. And then I don't know. It's just like I just joke that I'm in the wrong time zone in North America, you know? Okay, so there's that. Okay, so let's get into the... Oh yeah, okay, so I should probably say I had 2 Japan trips. So my first Japan trip was last year in the fall, and then my second one was this year in the spring. And my first Japan trip, I really treated it as like a beta trip, just like learning how things work in Japan and just like see how it goes kind of thing, right? Because like I think I was really worried about going to Japan before going to Japan, you know? Just because it's you're going to, well, one for instance, it's really far away from where I live, North America. And like I live on the East Coast, so travel, like how long did it take to travel there? It doesn't take that long, maybe 12 to 14 hours maybe, depending on your flight. If it's like direct or like one stop. I think the thing I was most worried about is the language barrier, obviously. And then the second thing is just like offending someone or just being rude in Japan, you know, because you don't know their you don't know how like their etiquette works, right? Or maybe things are different. Something was different that's like from there or here, right? But yeah, anyways, the yeah, so I treated the first trip as a beta trip. And I guess the first trip, okay, so I can go into it. Let me just put her down to switch screens. Yeah. So the first trip was mainly to see Suisei. Now let me just turn this. Don't need this anymore. Okay. Yeah. So I think I mentioned this in the last video, but Japan does a lottery system for their concerts. And Suisei was on a tour, so she had like 3 concerts. She had one in Saitama, she had one in Osaka, right? Yeah, it was Osaka. And then she had one in Fukuoka. I applied to all 3 of them, but the I don't know. I only lotteried into the side front row. Like, how do you call it? The S ticket area. So I guess it's like the best ticket you could get basically in each venue. And I don't know. I wasn't expecting anything, but maybe I was. I don't know because there's 3 of them. Right? I was like, oh, maybe I win one, right? And I actually did win one, and I won the Saitama one because the venue. I think Saitama was the biggest venue, and I'm pretty sure Fukuoka venue was very small. I watched the streaming ticket for this one. But yeah, I got the Saitama one, and I'm like, oh, okay. Could plan a Japan trip around this. So yeah, first Japan trip. Had a lot of worries. Yeah, so I had a lot of worries, but I guess I told myself not to overthink it. I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, I want to say, like, if you watched anime or you've been in Japan, like, culture, and I mean, like, not Japan culture, but like, you know, just like you consume Japanese media, right? I feel like most people that have been doing that for like over a decade, like I have, will probably be okay. And I also feel that if you're also an introvert, right? Just like, because Japan's a very introverted country, I think you're also okay. And obviously, don't do stupid stuff. Respect the residents there, like, you know, just common sense things kind of thing, right? And yeah, you mostly get by, right? My philosophy is just trying to blend in as much as possible, right? Just and then also just try to look around, observe what the other people are doing, what other Japanese people are doing, and just mimic them. Just like make it so that like people cannot distinguish that you are also a resident. I say this for mostly people that are East Asian looking, because you know you can really get away with it. Get away with, like, you know, it's like I'm pretty sure some people mistaken me as Japanese for some reason when I was over there. Because I say this because like sometimes the waitress would just like be explaining something to me in Japanese, and I'm just like, I'm nodding, and then she looks at me like she looks at me, starts questioning, like, it's like, it's like, do you need English? Are you tourist? I'm like, yes. Yes. I mean, I probably should have said something sooner, and yeah, it's probably another story. Okay, yeah, so I got concert tickets to this, and I went to the concert. It was a blast. Funny enough, I forgot to mention, like, Suisei is like the main reason why I have a passport. Because she had a concert in North America, actually, in Anime NYC. And I was like, oh, NYC's not that far from where I live. I can travel to that. And I'm just like, okay, got my passport, went to see her. That concert was okay. I feel like, how do I say this? It was okay because it was inside the con, right? It was just inside like one of the con performance rooms. Let's see if I could go to the next this picture. Actually, I'll continue. I'll finish this story before I do that. Yeah, so it was inside. Yeah, it was inside like a small room, and she only sang like 11 songs. And you could tell that she was traveling from not Japan, so you can tell not she was uncomfortable, but you know, it's different, you know, like if you're not in your home country, you're a lot more comfortable in your home country. Anyways, yeah, so I attended the Suisei concert in 2023, and then I attended the Suisei concert in 2024, and obviously she was very comfortable in her home country, right? So, and it was like a lot better. It was an actual venue, and it was great. Like, that's all I could say about it. It was amazing. I'm glad I attended it. Although technically, I do think if I had to rate each three of them, the Osaka one was the best one, just because of the set list. And then Fukuoka was like the second best. So that one was good too, but yeah. But I'm just glad I was able to go to one, you know? Okay. What else was there? Okay, so I planned my trip around this, but I'm just like, this is just only one day, right? So, and I was there for, I think 11 days? Let's just say 10. So I was there for 10 days, and I'm just like, it's just one day out of 10. So what was I supposed to do for the rest of the days, right? So this is spoilers, but like, yeah, so I planned around Yuru Camp. I decided to visit a lot of the Yuru Camp spots in real life, which I'll show after, because I want to get like the non-Yuru Camp stuff out to kind of like organize the video. So like half of it is the non-Yuru Camp stuff, and then the other half is the Yuru Camp stuff. And then and I said in the previous video I would split this video into 3 videos, because obviously this one's getting long. Like I'm not even done most of the bullet points, and I'm already at like what, 22 minutes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so one of my videos will be just about Izu, which is where like the last, I think it was the last 4 episodes of the second season was. And then the third video will be about Yamanashi, but the Yamanashi stamp rally. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah, okay, now I can move on. Yeah, so I was able to get merch, and they're very smart about it, honestly. I say this because I have not low expectations, but like in North America, I've attended the Miku concert. The Miku concert never has merch. Like, you either show up super early and get like the low amount of merch they prepare for people, like it, and then when you actually get to the venue, like for people that don't show up super early, I mean like, when I say super early, I mean like what, like the concert's like 8 p.m. You show up at like noon or something. I'm like, bitch, people are working, man. So yeah, like, they never have merch for people, but that's just North America. I don't know how it works for other concerts. And that's just a North America Miku concert. This one, they had like, there's a giant line. Like, I was in the giant line. I'm just like, oh, dude, do they have merch for all of us? I was like, those thoughts came into my mind. And then I finally get inside. I'm like, I look at the boxes they prepare. I'm like, okay, they actually know how many people are attending or whatever. They're prepared, right? I don't know. Something that's like, I feel like the bare minimum should be. Anyways. So yeah, I got merch. I was so happy about that. And then this is me at the concert hall. So yeah, this is my seat, and then that's the stage. I brought my mochi sui just because, well, just because I can. And yeah, I brought my world tour from not the year before, actually. It was in August. So I was like, so this one was in the summer. This was in the fall. So yeah, brought that. Oh, okay, story time. So story time is, so I sat here, and then, yeah, so there was like someone in front of me when people started coming in, So the person in front of me was talking to someone on the same row as him, but like two or three seats to his left, right? And like they were speaking in English because so this guy was the guy in front of me was someone from Quebec, right? And then the person he was talking to was someone from America, right? And they were just like casually talking, and then so I didn't know this yet. They were just casually talking, and then they asked each other where they were from, right? And so the guy told him where he's from, and then the other guy's like, "Oh, yeah, I'm from Quebec." And then I'm like, I had like this like I had to look on my face. I'm like, it's like a fellow Canadian right in front of me, and I just tapped onto him. Like I'm just like, hey, it's like I'm also from Canada, and like the three of us, we got to talking before the show, before the concert started, and we're just like, I was like, oh wow, there's like a lot of people, like a lot of the overseas people that came to this concert, right? Like how, like what are the chances that like three of us are just sitting in like the vicinity of each other? So yeah, we were just talking about stuff like Hollow Life stuff, and you know, it's fun, you know. It's very nice being in an environment where, you know, where like everybody, we're all here for the same thing. We're all fans of the same thing, you know. It's just like, yeah, I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it, but like it's like an awesome feeling to just be surrounded by like the thing, like be surrounded by the thing you love and like people that are also fans of the things you love, right? Something like that. So yeah, I talked to them in the concert, and oh, actually, funny enough, the guy in front of me didn't have a light stick, so I let him borrow which one did I let him borrow? I think I let him borrow the which one? I think I let him borrow the Spectra Nova one, and then I used the World Tour one, or was it the opposite? No, I let him borrow the World Tour one, and I used the Spectra Nova one. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I don't know. I have like 3 light sticks, but I think I felt really happy, like I was able to enhance someone's concert experience, because oh my god, this is like another tangent. Jeez, this video is gonna be so long. So a long time ago, back in like 2019, I was at a concert. I didn't have a light stick because I don't know, nobody told you to bring a light stick, and I wasn't aware that you just like bring your own, right, or whatever. And so yeah, I was there throughout the entire concert. I was just like waving my hand or whatever. Like everybody else had light sticks, or the majority of people did have light sticks. And I remember this it was like the final like 3 or 4 songs. I don't remember, but like the person that was like 5 seats over me, I don't know. I sat in a row that had like I sat in a row that had a lot of empty seats. So they're just like you just hand me like one of their light sticks. And I'm just like, oh my god, thank you. So they let me borrow it, and you know, I don't know. I can never forget that feeling. It was a very kind gesture to do to just a fellow fan, right? So I'm just like, you know, I try to help people out if they don't have a light stick, and if I'm carrying 2, I'll give them 1. You know, it's just like that's why I do it. But it's just, you know, just being kind, you know. Okay. So yeah. Oh, after the concert, she announced Supernova and her 3rd album release. I wanted to attend Supernova, but I think I lost the lottery for it. And then 2, it's just like it's kind of okay because I'm just like, it was going to Japan in winter, and then 3 months after I already went. It's kind of like I could have done it, but family would not have been too happy. It's because I don't know, they're like weird. They're just like, oh, he's traveling so much, blah blah blah. It's like just normal family stuff, you know. Oh yeah, these are just all the people that are leaving the venue. It's very pretty there in Saitama Super Arena. Yeah, so the people the 2 guys I met at the concert, I actually got dinner with them. We actually didn't leave right away, which was probably a good thing now that I think about it, because yeah, there was like so many people going to the subway, right? It would have been crowded. So yeah, we went to go dinner at we went to go eat dinner at like a nearby restaurant. Yeah, we just ate shabu shabu. the Yeah, we ate shabu shabu. We just talked a bit more, and then we went off our separate ways. Yeah, it's a very fun experience. Okay. See. Maybe I should split this video into more. Whatever. You guys can pause. You guys can come back to the video. Okay. What else should? Oh, my hotel. My hotel was like outside of Tokyo. It was like a 50-minute commute to Tokyo. I don't know. I kind of like the route I took because what's the express called? It was a Tsukuba Express or something. It was just like a 50-minute commute, 50-minute-ish commute to Tokyo but like it kind of reminded me of home, right? Because if I ever wanted to go to like downtown Toronto, it's also a 50-minute commute to me. So I'm just like, and the hotel I stayed at, well, not, and then I'm just like, it's very similar. But like the hotel I stayed at, it was very good. It was shit, what was the branch called? They're like a chain of hotels. I forgot, but I really did like my hotel. It was just very how do you describe it? Homey? But it was still a hotel, right? Yeah. Let's see. What else do I have to? I'm looking at my bullet points. So I split that. Okay, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah. I could talk about the transit. So I think transit in Japan is just very smart. Like it's very logical, you know. If you ever have to get somewhere, like you literally pay how much. Basically it's a pay per distance, right? And I think it makes sense. Trying to organize. Yeah, so let's see. Sorry, this is I'm trying to figure out what to say about this, or what I wanted to say about this. Okay, I guess maybe it makes more sense to start on IC cards. Yeah, so they have like these neat cards, which I'm kind of collecting, but not really. I saw, what is this one? Yeah, I saw at a station they had like Itsumo Kado. They have like a lot for the different regions, right? But I think you have a Suica, you're kind of fine for the most part. Suica gets you like access to like almost to a lot of parts of Japan. I don't know how many parts, but if you're in Tokyo for the most part, Suica, I think if you're in the main cities actually, now that I think about it, because I think I read Suica works in most places. Yeah, before the trip I was contemplating on getting the welcome Suica, but I was reading that it just expires after a certain point, right? Like I forgot, like it's basically if you're going on a trip for like 3 weeks or something, it expires like 3 weeks, right? And I'm just like, every time I want to go to Japan, I have to get like a card at the same card over and over again. Like it doesn't make sense, right? So I'm just gonna buy this card and then keep reloading it. And yeah, the reason for the card is just like Suica. The Suica app only works for iPhones, right? If you want to use it on Android, you actually need a Japanese Android, I think, because they have like a chip or something into it. But it's okay. I like physical cards anyways, so it's fine. if I ever, well, not if I ever go, I am planning to go to Sapporo and Osaka. And for Sapporo, um, it's a Kitaka. And then for Osaka, it's, I don't even know how to pronounce this. If because the C would be K, right? Ikoka? Isoka? Anyways, whatever. But I heard that like Suica works for Sapporo and Osaka too. But anyway, that's like I'm tangenting here. So yeah. So oh yeah, and then you see my Toyka card is kind of covering my Suica card because for whatever reason when I was buying it at the machine asked for my full name. So and then it printed it with my full name on it. So that's why it's covering it. But yeah, Toyka is normally for Central Japan. Because the Suica doesn't work on where the regions Toyka works on. And then the nice passive for Hamamatsu buses. Yeah, so going back to transit, I think there were a lot of times where like sometimes you tap your Suica to exit the station, and then it beeps red, right? For whatever reason. Like, and I feel like it's very easy to go up to like the train staff. Like the train staff are generally nice, right? Like, I don't think I've met a rude one yet. And if they were being rude, was the only reason they were being rude was because like I wasn't giving them the information they needed, right? So what I learned is basically, if you ever have problems with one of your passes, like you can't exit the station because you have to tap in to go in and you tap again to exit. Yeah, so you can always go up to this train staff and then ask them for help, right? And all you need to tell them is like, tell them your situation, right? Like if you're coming from somewhere and but like I don't know, there's like some route that you have to transfer from or whatever, then just tell them where you started and tell them where you're trying to go. And like you don't even have to say like a concrete sentence, right? You could even just say like the station, like station name you're coming from, station name that you're going to. Like all they need to know is your route, and then they can figure it out from there. And then normally they're like they can correct. Like there's like a machine they use. Like they take your IC, like you give them your IC card, and then they just tap it on the machine, and like your IC card is corrected. And normally they either they fix the balance inside the machine, like that does it automatically, or they'll ask if you ever need to pay for anything. And like even if you're like getting on different if you're getting on somewhere, like I know there are like some limited express trains where you have to pay extra, right? And like for example, you don't have the ticket that says like you bought the limited express ticket or whatever. Normally like they have the train attendants, like they will like walk back and forth through the carriages, right? And they would come up to you and ask, right? They're like, oh, do you have this ticket? And then you're just like no, right? Like then they'll explain like, oh, you have to pay this much, like it's a limited express, whatever, right? Like, you know, it's like it's very I wouldn't say self-explanatory, but like it makes sense. I guess like there's a few gotchas, like for example, there are some unattended stations where IC cards don't work just because they're unattended, right? So nobody can verify like your proof of payment kind of thing, right? But it's like you can get it like you can get your IC card corrected, or just like basically you can do anything by talking. Like you just talk to the train staff and you're good, right? And you know, like you can talk to them with basic Japanese, or like if you don't know Japanese, you can talk to them in English. Well, I say that normally you just pray like they don't like freeze in shock that they have to go talk in English. Some train staff talk in English, but the ones that don't, they have translators, right? Not like an actual translator, like a person translator, but like they have like you can translate through a tablet. Like you can translate. I think they have like some things where you can like speak into it, and then it gives like a Microsoft Sam voice or something that'll try to speak English. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. I should drink water. Give 1 second. Yeah, so there's like a lot of things to correct if you made a mistake, right? It's not like the end of the world. I think even sometimes they issue like this white piece of paper, and you just have to show that white piece of paper, and then, as I said earlier, like you explain what happened. But yeah, I think the only bad times I had with like a train attendant, it wasn't even a bad time. It was just like, it was like me getting like, I'd say jet lag, but it was just me being tired of like on like a 16-hour flight. And then one of the train attendants was trying to help me, but like she didn't know what I needed help with. And I'm just like, I couldn't explain it properly to her. And I'm just like asking if like she can speak English. She's like, she can't do English, right? And I was just like, okay, that's fine. Then I just went, I went to go find help somewhere else, but then I realized, I was just like, oh, you know what? If I just explained a little better, then she could have helped me. And then, yeah, so the next person I found, I just explained a little better, and yeah, they helped me properly, and it was fine, right? But yeah, so generally when I think of those situations, I was like, yeah, it's on me. It's on. Anyways, but yeah, that was my transit experience. Yeah. Oh, even for Shinkansen is very easy to book, right? Like the machines have English. Like they. Oh, I guess like yeah. So the machines are in English. You just have to enter where you need to go. Make sure that you get off at the designated, like, basically if you're trying to get off at one station, like don't go like a station before or after it, right? Like that ticket, like you like, because how Japan works is they issue you like tickets, or not paper tickets, right? And you put the paper tickets inside the I'm using machine a lot, but there is like there's an entrance, right? Like the automated gates, right? So they have somewhere you can put the tickets in, and then once the tickets are in, they punch a hole into the ticket, and then like the machine punches a hole into the ticket and it slides it out, and you have to take the ticket, like make sure you take the ticket, because you need that to exit to wherever the next station, like the station you're going to, right? So yeah, the Shinkansen is very easy to book, and like you don't need to book online or whatever. And like I didn't really get like a JR pass because I felt like it was just like not worth it given the amount of times I was taking the Shinkansen. Anyways, that was that. Okay, so that's just IC. Let's just go to the Yurukan portion of this. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, so my first trip was in the fall. Let me just open this. I'll share these albums in the description. People want to go into it more. Oh shoot. Okay. I do have stories, but let's see if I can. You know what? Maybe I will split this video. It makes more sense to split this video. So I'll probably just do that. Yeah, I'll probably split it to this and then the Yurukan portion. That makes more sense. So yeah, hopefully you'll check the next video out. And thanks for tuning in, I guess.